sklearn Metrics cluster. Description: explain in detail. The sklearn Metrics module in scikit-learn provides a comprehensive suite of functions to evaluate the performance of clustering algorithms. These metrics are crucial for assessing the quality of cluster assignments and understanding how well the algorithm captures the underlying structure of the data. Inputs. Input 1. Explain in detail labels. True labels. These are the ground truth labels or known cluster assignments for each data point. They serve as the reference point to compare against the predicted cluster labels. Input 2. Explain in detail predictions. Cluster assignments. These are the cluster labels assigned to each data point by the clustering algorithm. They are the algorithm's output and are compared to the true labels to evaluate performance. Outputs. Output 1. Explain in detail metric scores. The sklearn Metrics cluster module provides various metrics like adjusted rand index (RE), homogeneity, completeness, V-measure, silhouette score, etc. These scores quantify the agreement or similarity between the predicted and true labels, indicating the quality of the clustering results. Output 2. Explain in detail visualizations. While metrics provide numerical evaluations, visualization tools can offer insightful graphical representations. These visualizations can reveal patterns, cluster separation, and outlier behavior. Steps. Step 1. Explain in detail. Select appropriate metrics. Choose the metrics that are relevant to the specific clustering task and data characteristics. For example, if you have known ground truth labels, metrics like adjusted rand index and homogeneity are useful. Step 2. Explain in detail. Calculate metric scores. Use the chosen metrics functions from sklearn Metrics cluster to compute the scores based on the true labels and predicted cluster assignments. Metrics. Metric 1. Explain in detail adjusted rand index (RE). This metric measures the similarity between two clusterings. Correcting for chance. Higher RE values indicate better agreement between the predicted and true labels. Metric 2. Explain in detail homogeneity. This metric measures the extent to which clusters contain only data points belonging to a single class from the true labels. Metric 3. Explain in detail completeness. This metric measures the extent to which all data points belonging to a single class are assigned to the same cluster. Metric 4. Explain in detail V-measure. This metric is the harmonic mean of homogeneity and completeness, providing a balanced measure of cluster quality. Metric 5. Explain in detail silhouette score. This metric measures the similarity of a data point to its own cluster compared to other clusters. Higher silhouette scores indicate better defined clusters. Visualization plots. Visualization plot 1. Explain in detail scatter plots with cluster coloring. Visualize the data points in a scatter plot, coloring them according to their assigned clusters. This can reveal the separation and distribution of clusters. Visualization plot 2. Explain in detail dendrogram for hierarchical clustering. Illustrate the hierarchical structure of clusters using a dendrogram. This can help understand the merging and splitting of clusters at different levels. Fine-tune parameters. Parameter 1. Explain in detail number of clusters K. This parameter controls the desired number of clusters in the final output. It's often determined using elbow method or silhouette analysis. Parameter 2. Explain in detail distance metric. This parameter specifies the distance function used to calculate the similarity between data points. Common choices include Euclidean distance, Manhattan distance, and cosine similarity. Parameter 3. Explain in detail linkage criterion for hierarchical clustering. This parameter defines the merging strategy in hierarchical clustering. Options include single, complete, average, and word linkage. Uncertainty methods. Uncertainty method 1. Explain in detail. Bootstrap resampling. Repeatedly sample data with replacement and run the clustering algorithm on each sample. The variance in the resulting cluster assignments can be used to estimate the uncertainty in cluster assignments. Challenges and fixes. Challenge 1. Explain in detail choosing the right number of clusters. K. Determining the optimal number of clusters can be challenging, especially without ground truth labels. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 1. Running k-means with various values of k. But the elbow method or silhouette analysis doesn't provide a clear indication of the optimal k. Fixes to challenge 1. Use domain expertise or prior knowledge to guide the selection of k. Experiment with different clustering algorithms and their sensitivity to k. Employ techniques like gap statistic or silhouette analysis for more robust estimation. Challenge 2. Explain in detail dealing with outliers. Outliers can distort the cluster structure and affect the performance of clustering algorithms. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 2. The presence of outliers leads to clusters that are not well separated or are heavily influenced by the outliers. Fixes to challenge 2. Identify and remove outliers using statistical methods or outlier detection algorithms. Use robust clustering algorithms that are less sensitive to outliers. Consider using techniques like density-based clustering (DBSCAN) that are less affected by outliers. Challenge 3. Explain in detail handling data with varying densities. Clustering algorithms can struggle with data sets where the density of data points varies significantly across the space. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 2. In a data set with clusters of different sizes and densities, k-means might not accurately identify the clusters. Fixes to challenge 2. Use density-based clustering algorithms e.g. DBSCAN that can identify clusters of varying densities. Pre-process the data to equalize the densities by using techniques like data transformation or feature scaling. Challenge 4. Explain in detail choosing the appropriate distance metric. Selecting the right distance metric is crucial for capturing the underlying structure of the data. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 2. Using Euclidean distance on data with non-uniform scales or different units can lead to misleading clustering results. Fixes to challenge 2. Standardize the data to have zero mean and unit variance before applying Euclidean distance. Consider using other metrics like Manhattan distance or cosine similarity that are more suitable for different data characteristics. Challenge 5. Explain in detail dealing with high-dimensional data. Clustering algorithms can face challenges when dealing with high-dimensional data, where the curse of dimensionality can hinder performance. Sample use case that resulted in challenge 1. Applying clustering on a dataset with a large number of features might result in poor clustering due to the curse of dimensionality. Fixes to challenge 1. Dimensionality reduction techniques like principal component analysis (PCA) can be used to reduce the number of dimensions while retaining relevant information. Employ feature selection methods to identify the most relevant features for clustering. Use specialized algorithms designed for high-dimensional data like k-medoids.